Hello, and welcome to our channel, One Universe Movement. I am your host, Janet Laverne Chambers, the Love Goddess. Now, before we get too far, I need to remind you to invite you to come out on May 28th as we go live on Facebook, on YouTube, and Clubhouse. We will be discussing the psychology of the Willie Lynch letters in religion. So right now, all I'm going to do is just give you a tidbit to remind you. I'll just keep giving you little tidbits as we get on with the program on Friday. So make sure that you like and subscribe, and we hope to hear from you or see you on Friday. Now, the Lynch letter is mostly based in America. I know that we all remember, well, I hope that we all remember that the French, the Spaniards, the Portuguese, and the Europeans were also involved. It was not just the Americans, but this particular letter is based on the Americans because his letter or his speech was done in Virginia. According to the introduction, we find that the Americans were debating back and forth the right of man, the laws of God, morality, and such like in regards to how the slaves were treated. However, this did not change the fact that it still continued. Now, the Africans, a lot seem to have occurred around the Yorubas tribes in Benin and such, where the French are concentrated in that area. The chiefs and the Europeans had their battle of wits back and forth, and they weren't always paid with coins. There was rum and firearms and all kinds of stuff. So this was big business. By 1789, I believe it was, you found that the government of America wanted $10 a head for each slave. Jackson said that was just totally preposterous for them to be paying so much money when basically the North, I guess, had done make a lot of money, and the South still needed to be making some money off of having slaves as well. So productivity was going really well, except for when the slaves rebelled. So this is where Lynch comes in, because they're having runaways and uprising, and just total chaos is starting to occur, and that's cutting into their profits. They can't have that. So they learned that Lynch was doing some experiments that they wanted in on. So they invited Lynch to come to Virginia, and he comes up on the James River, I believe it was, and he gives his thanks, he honors King James and talks about the fact that, how they all love to read their King James Bible, and how Rome would be how Rome would envy them if his psychology was implemented correctly. The man said that mistrust was stronger than trust, that envy was stronger than adoration and respect and admiration. He told them, listen, you see, if you do this correctly, after we indoctrinate these slaves, they will remain perpetually distrustful for centuries, for thousands of years to come. He even told them, this method of mine is so simple, any overseer can use it. Your children can use it. In fact, don't ever miss an opportunity to use it. You want to know what this tool was, my friend? Mistrust, fear, and envy. These three tools he used to separate the different classes of people, turn them into different classes, and have them so much caught up in that class segment that you feel that you're better than the other one, and you would basically do to them what's been done to you. He said once this was poured into the minds and souls and hearts of Black people, may I put in my own words, yes, one. Once all of that is seasoned into their system and into their core and rubbed it into their DNA, they would easily generate, consistently for thousands of years, just automatically relive this perpetual way of life. He would indoctrinate us to the point that Blacks would only be loyal to, would only love, trust, and be completely, what do you call that? Oh, ingrained to whites. Like, you're so, but never to your own. All of that trust would now place onto whites, not on ourselves or on each other. He said to carry out the actions that would knit the separation in place, all you have to do is pitch the Black man, the older Black man against the younger Black man, the older Black woman against the younger Black woman, and the male against the female. You want to make sure you use the tools of the long hair against the short hair, the dark skinned one against the light skinned one, and so on. You get the message? I know say you hear that somewhere in this century, in this 21st century that we claim is the year of enlightenment and all this kind of stuff that we say, we're all people of light and love and light and whatnot. But listen to our conversations. When you listen to our conversations, whether you are Black or whether you're white, whether you're Asian or you are Native Indigenous, you will find that this psychology is still true today. The message is still true today. So I am hoping that you will be with us on Friday while we try to come up with the correcting of these psychologies that we continue to enable in our lives on a regular basis. See you soon. Shalom.